Welcome to another episode of Bucket List Coach Web Show. Woohoo! You reached another episode of Bucket List Coach Web Show. Make sure that you follow me on Facebook, TikTok, and Instagram. And if you hit that subscribe button and you comment, you actually will get a 3-night giveaway. If you share this broadcast on Facebook, I actually will gift you a 5-day, 4-night trip to Mexico, baby. So if you'd like to comment today on Facebook, make sure that you go to StreamYard.com/Facebook. And if you are a small to medium-sized business and you like a podcast just like this one, simply reach out to me and I could actually teach you all podcasting, being the podcaster and also being the person who gets interviewed by podcasts. It's so important to know what to do on both ends. So today, the national day is Paper Airplane Day, Senior Health and Fitness Day. Make sure that you go to nationaldaycalendar.com. So I'm going to do a really quick screen share. Paper Airplane Day. So on May 26th every year, National Paper Airplane Day honors the simple, amazing childhood toy that we've remembered for many, many years. And then we also have Senior Health and Fitness Day. So a lot of organizations are supporting our seniors today: banks, health clubs, area agencies for aging, house of worship, hospitals. So many different organizations are supporting, including my friend Robin Stern. Welcome to the show.
Hey, how are you, Cindy? How you doing today?
I'm doing great. So tell my audience a little backstory about what you do and also about the Happy Neighborhood Project.
Awesome. Thanks, Cindy. So I'm the executive director of Be Better, Not Bitter. And we are a nonprofit in Dallas, Georgia. And we help all kinds of people overcome all kinds of things that life has done to them. We have projects that help take technology to kids. We have projects that help seniors that are in isolation and have housing insecurities. And what that looks like in your community, I would love to have a conversation with you to find out. But let's just say that we like to say, you don't have to be the sum of what life has done to you. You can be better, not bitter. And I've been associated with the Happy Neighborhood Project, which was started by a gentleman named Edwin way back in 2009. And they were doing in-person networking. And when COVID happened, they spun around and went online. And so now you can go to HNPABC or happyneighborhoodproject.com if you're just one of those people that likes to type it all out, or just Google Happy Neighborhood Project. There's over 65 networking meetings that are 1 hour long, 2 20-minute breakout sessions. Awesome, awesome, awesome. All over the country, all over the world now. And you can go to all of them for free. You don't have to pay anything to go to them. You can go to as many of them as you want. And it's just a really awesome project. They've set up Edwin, Aaron, and Fong are the 3 top guys that make the thing happen. And they're busting their tails to make it go. Just go out and check it out and come and visit us at North Georgia. I'm the co-host. We'd love to have you.
So I'm going to pop out and tell us all about this special day.
Awesome. Okay, so happy National Paper Airplane Day, everybody. So I have a friend from Happy Neighborhood Project. His name's Carl. And Carl has this really cool idea. See this family fun by Carl? Okay, cool. So he's got the little duck and everything. And you notice he's taken and made the paper airplane customized so it has all of the cool features, including the flight instructor, me, all right? And so what I'm going to do real quick today is show you how to make this amazing model. And yours can be customized too. I don't know how Carl did this. This was all kinds of hard work to put this in the right spot. But what I have is a couple sheets of paper that already have all of the information printed on them. And there's even instructions. Carl's really funny. His name's Carl Bromley. He's in Pennsylvania. He is the co-host of the Pennsylvania Happy Neighborhood Project. But he does little things like says, note to guys, don't read this, right? So, and then he tells you how to do it the right way. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put this little table right here in my lap, and hopefully this will go down without a hitch. And I'm going to bring my video down a little bit so that we can make sure you can see me. Let's see if I can do this. and configure the video. Come back wherever your configure video is. Okay, well, let's see if we can find it. Here it is. So we'll tilt this down, and now you should be able to see what I'm doing. Does that look okay? All right, there we go. Now, so what we're going to do here is it first says place the ducks face down. And this is your standard. Everybody can do this. Simple 8.5 by 11 sheet of paper. Fold it in half long ways. All right. Now, I'm going to try my best to do this well or correctly. And let me get this big thing off my screen here too, so that it's not in your way. That is this one right there. Okay, cool. So now we're going to fold this sucker down the middle. Okay. And then you're going to do 2 folds in. So you open it back up. All right. And make sure I'm in the right spot, the nose. So I'm going to fold the top piece down to the center line. All right. I'll do that on both sides. Again, I'm going to try and do this pretty quickly, but if you take your time and you line it up. Now, here's the deal. Carl came up with this idea to teach kids how to follow directions, because all kids think they know how to do everything. And if you take this paper airplane idea and you start doing it and letting the children work on it themselves, you can do this in any type of one-to-one with a kid, or you could do a church group with the parents next to them, and everybody has a great time working together. And the way we're going to tie this into the senior fitness and exercise day is once the paper airplane is made, then you see who can throw it the farthest, and everybody has to get up and you learn how to read a measuring tape. And there's all kinds of great lessons built into this. And I thank Carl Bromley for that, because it's his idea. He came up with the idea. So I'm going to fold the second fold in. All right. So I've done 2 folds in. All right. Then we're going to go ahead and fold it together. So my family fun lettering is on the outside, and we're going to do the last fold out. All right. So we'll take this thing and fold it down this way. And if you fold the edge to the bottom edge, right, and then we'll do the other side and see what I'm going to do here. I'm just going to fold this edge down, and we'll match it up to the other edge. And again, this is not, I'm not doing it on the table. I'm not creasing it real hard, but you get the gist. All right. So the point is now when I do all that, when I open my wings back up, boom, I have a paper airplane. And it's not quite as nice as the one that I folded earlier. So we'll just show that was the folding example. And what I'll do once I get my video back up here and got it out of the way so that you're not looking at my lap, we are going to be able to see the final product. So let's just go ahead and get this tilted back right. All right, there we go. All righty. And we should be back here with our paper airplane. All right, so there's our finished product. Now, the cool part about these airplanes is they're real simple to make. Anybody can do it with an 8.5 by 11 sheet of paper. Carl designed them all really cool. He has this family fun project that he's working on. If anybody wants to scan the QR code, I'll hold it still for a second. Probably won't work. But you can go to our LinkedIn page. You can go to the website. You can go to the Facebook page. We'll have it all over the place for that. And once you have it all folded, then comes the fun part, because then you can get grandma or mom and dad or whoever and get them up out of their chair and see who can throw the paper airplane the farthest. So here you go. We're going to practice mine. 1, 2, 3. All right, there it is. Cindy, there it is. That's how they fold, and that's how it happens, and that's how you make it work, man. National Happy Paper Airplane Day, huh? Oh,
I have a pin.
She has her own. Very cool. Very cool.
But yeah, it's not like a paper airplane, but it's a pin. And look at it.
Pen.
Actually has a little landing gear on there.
Yeah, that's hilarious. That's hilarious. So yeah, we had a great time doing it. And like I said, Carl has a project with this where he has so many lessons built into it that he can take even somebody who is completely attention deficit and use this project. He tells a story about a young lady who just couldn't be quiet. She couldn't be quiet. And finally he said, will you come up here and show me how to do it? And he got her up there, and she was telling him the steps to do it. And he engaged her, even though she was disrupting the whole class. He got her, and she felt like a big shot because she was now getting to run the whole class. But even if they mess up, you can flatten it back out. You can start over. And he even goes into teaching the kids to read the measuring tape, right? So you're using numbers and you're measuring who gets to throw it the farthest. Getting grandma and grandpa up out of the chair, because now they're going to want to go and see, hey, I think you're cheating. You measured yours closer, mine closer. You didn't give me the right. So there's just all kinds of ways that you can spin this into a really fun activity with as big a group of people as you want, as long as you have enough sheets of paper. So I see Carl's been commenting there on the Facebook page as well. So Carl, if you would, let us have the link so that we can get a hold of you and we can talk to you about how to get our own customized paper airplane, because I think that would be really great. Carl's is retired and he does all kinds of great things with advertisement for small businesses. He makes a placemat for restaurants. So you got a small restaurant in your town, makes a placemat, has a find a word puzzle on it. He sells the ads around the outside to local businesses, and the words in the find a word are in the ads. So you have to look at the ads to find the words, right? So it's just guy's pretty smart, and he decided to join us with National Paper Airplane Day today. He just was when you asked me about what we were going to talk about, he said he had told me about the airplane thing. So we found National Paper Airplane Day today, and we had a perfect match. So it worked out just right.
Well, let's talk about Senior Health and Fitness Day. So I'm actually classified as a senior over here at Catalina Express at Catalina Island. 55 years old, I'm a senior, according to Catalina Express.
That means I'm there too. I refuse. I keep getting the AARP mail though. I'm not sure what they're thinking. Do I look like a senior? I certainly don't feel like one, and I refuse to act like one. So maybe that's part of being a senior, is you get to act any way you want. But the National Senior Fitness Day, Cindy, let's just face it, everybody can do something. Mm-hmm. So I go to a gym where they push people very hard and they want your body to adapt. It's a high intensity impact training. And they really want you to work hard because that's how you get more muscle and you build more stamina and you keep your body healthy. The top countries that have the oldest living healthy people in them have no processed food, don't eat any sugar, and the people work hard all the time. They're climbing up and down mountain trails, carrying big bundles of bricks or water buckets, and they live to be 100 and 110, and they're healthy and they have clear vision and they don't take any medications, and it's amazing. So even if you can't do the high impact training where, say, I'm doing a box jump 18 inches or 24 inches onto a box, you could just step up onto a step or a curb, right? Do 10 up onto the curb or up onto the step of your house, going up the stairs. Step up, step down, step up, step down. Everybody can do something. And National Senior Citizens Fitness Day is all about starting somewhere. I was listening to a guy yesterday. He said he was going to give us a food hack. He said, here's the greatest food hack of all time. And I said, what's that? We're expecting a recipe or some additive, right? He says, have a bigger why. What do you mean have a bigger why? He says, if you don't have a big enough why, you will always give in to the temptation of the pizza or the greasy food or the fried item. But if you have a really big why and you want to really make it to that point, you'll be able to get over the temptation. So my why is I want to live to play Frisbee on the beach with my great grandchildren. Okay, so you can't get much bigger than that because you still have to be movable and you have to be healthy and you have to be able to run and have hand-eye coordination to play Frisbee. So my why is I want to do that and teach my great-grandchildren how to play Frisbee on the beach. I don't even have a grandchild yet, Cindy. My oldest son's 23. He's not even married yet. So, I got to live to be like 85 or better and still be healthy and active. And so National Senior Citizens Fitness Day, I guess since I'm classified as a senior citizen, it's something that I'm very adamant about. And I just think anybody can do something. Start somewhere and shoot towards your goal. But you're gonna be a year older a year from now, right? Why not be a year older and a little bit healthier? My wife.
Well, let's talk about some of the things we can do because they actually talk about a National Day calendar. So go for a healthy meal, like go out with some friends and have maybe some composed salads together. There's so many restaurants that have amazing salads. Go light on the dressing. Do a daily walk. I actually do a walk every single Monday through Friday after Jeopardy. I had to watch Jeopardy. So from 7:30 to about 7:50, 8 o'clock, I go for my walk and just making it like clockwork because it's 20 minutes out of your day. And it's just, the key is to move the body. And for me, my big thing is learn to swim, learn to surf. So when I'm 80 years old, I'm hoping I could still get on a surfboard. I'm having problems now because there's a little bit of challenges with my swimming, but I'm going out there this Saturday. I'm taking a paddleboard lesson with my friend Pilar. I'm just going out there and I'm having coaches that I trust. So that's what's really important when you're trying to reach your goal, whether it be a health goal, bucket list goal, any kind of goal. Have somebody who pushes you and makes you overcome that.
Absolutely. Absolutely. And you said something key there on the National Calendar Day. They also talk about don't use an automatic can opener. Crank a hand crank can opener. Don't use a blender to mash the potatoes. Get a hand masher. Just little things like that, making more physical work. But here's the one key that I'll tell you, and I've just started it, and I'm really excited about it because I already feel a million times better. Eat more plant-based. Love more. Laugh a lot. Move, and if you can do it dancing, move more. And stop being so bitter. Let things go that you have no control over, right? So that's perfect because the name of my nonprofit is Be Better, Not Bitter. Happiness and gratitude can be a health choice, and they can help you. There's statistics and studies that show being happy and being grateful absolutely help your overall health. So find a way to let go of those things in your past that are keeping you hard and angry and bitter, and let them go. And that's a beautiful way to stay healthy. But move like nobody's watching, dance like nobody's watching, listen to crazy music, and laughing until you're almost hurting in your sides. That's great for your health as well. So all us senior citizens have to stick together. Carl, tell us about the whole paper airplane thing. Just give us a quick synopsis. We don't have a whole lot of time, but tell us about how you came up with this idea to teach kids to follow directions by using a paper airplane.
Okay, well, it started when I did a website for a psychologist, and then he loaned me a psychology book. In the parenting chapter, it had 60 items of skills that kids should learn, and I took 4 of them and created what I call the parent quiz. One question: do you know how making paper airplanes can help your child in life? So Robin was showing the creasing things. What's wrong with this picture? No wings. That's after 9. So here's 10, here's an 11. And when Robin was talking about the girl who was a disruptor in her classroom, I said, if you spend a couple minutes with me, I think we could turn you into a leader. But when I handed a piece of paper to the lady with her, foster mom, mom for a day, I said, don't read the instructions to guys or don't tell a guy to read the instructions, they never will. And the girl says, you just did. Okay, it was actually a whole page full of instructions and folding lines all over the place. But anyway, her eyes got big when I told her I could turn her into a leader, and she actually beat me over to my table. And this lady came along, and after 30 seconds, when I said, don't tell a guy to read the instructions, they never will. She said, you just did. Okay, there's 1 point for the young lady. 30 seconds later, another second point for the young lady. 45 seconds later, another point for the young lady. And I says, something's not right in this picture, and I need to figure out the right words to explain this to you. So I thought about it, used hand motions to keep her attention, ended up where, okay, I think I've got it. I stepped back a step, asked her to step around the corner of the table. So different lesson, different place. And I said, this leadership, it takes practice and it takes steps to get there. It's like 8 steps or 10 steps or 12 steps. Don't know, doesn't matter if we get stuck. And I pointed to her end of the table. If we get stuck on step 1 or step 2, we'll never get here. Does that make more sense? Not one more interruption. 2 minutes later, she's teaching the lady with her how to make a paper airplane. They go behind the line of tables. 5 minutes, they're having just loads of fun. And then I come back and I said, leadership, looks like you're having fun. Looks like she's having fun. Do your friends like to have fun? Yes. How many of them know how to make paper airplanes? And I could see her brain locked down. She's trying to figure out the answer. I said, it doesn't matter. You can teach them. That makes you the leader. So anyway, it's been fun. I've done it in groups of 45 in a church setting. I've done it one-on-one. And it's just like,
and now you've taken the time to make these customized sheets of paper, and you're on a national broadcast talking about this amazing thing that you do to help parents show kids how to follow directions. Carl,
let me tell you a little story about bringing in senior health and fitness. is as I was doing it at a festival, older lady approaches me, says, "My granddaughter isn't with me. Will you show me how so I can do it with her later?" So within 2 minutes, 3 minutes, she's got a paper airplane. Where we were was in Katanning, Pennsylvania. It's a little slope down to the curb and then about an 8-inch step down to the pavement level. The street is closed for vendor traffic only, but she launches her plane from the little top of hill, lands in the middle of the street as she goes down and steps down carefully off the curb, boom, 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 picks it up, goes all the way back to the top, and she throws it again. And she did this like 9, 10 times. And I'm thinking, I'm in physical fitness. Thank you, God. So, just there's so many good things that, I had a 6-year-old, his dad was working in the kitchen of the restaurant. I have a paper airplane business, so that's where my recycled paper comes from. But I taught this young boy never to throw the paper airplane at somebody. He wailed back, threw it at the Christmas tree. Then he's looking in the Christmas tree for it, and I say, "Hey, look on this side," and it was sticking halfway out.
Very
So
cool.
there's just so many good things. It's a good way to recycle junk mail. But if anybody needs any extra paper, hey, pay a little bit for shipping. I'll send you some.
There you go.
Yeah.
Awesome. Thanks, Carl. See, you're
Hey,
so good.
Robin,
You're working to be
awesome.
a good star. You did great, man.
Thank you. Hey, you two go back. I love what Robin is doing down in Georgia. He's got a kids program. He's got a seniors program. This is a way they can mix together. I love what he's doing. I want to replicate it here in Pennsylvania.
And I like that shirt you're wearing, man. That's like that's got a good logo on it there, buddy.
Okay, panning down.
Woohoo! That's awesome.
Thanks for representing, Carl. I appreciate it, sir. Awesome.
Where's my
Thank you,
coffee
Cindy.
mug? It's over here behind me.
Well, I
Yeah.
had to close out the show. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to pop you guys in the green room. Don't go out. Just stay in the green room, and we're going to chat here in a few minutes. But let me close out the show.
Okay.
Thank you, guys. I'll see you in a few.
Thanks, Cindy.
Well, there you go, guys. Make sure that you check out the notes here. You could subscribe and comment. I'm actually going to give a 3-night hotel stay. And if you share this broadcast on Facebook, either this broadcast or the edited version, go to 3nightgiveaway.com. And I will gift you the Mexico or the U.S. destination. And of course, check out all the links and follow my guests and make a difference. Think of 5 people every single day that you can show gratitude to. And we have a day that we're born and a day that we pass away. What are you doing to make the most of the dash? This is Cindy over at Buckless Coats Web Show Live. Woohoo!